now here we are, and everything is possible. Anything is possible at this point. But really, let me just echo this one statement here before we continue reading comments here. Prayers still for Gabby being found alive. I know that this recent development doesn't bode well for that outcome, but still sending prayers here. We're all human. Us reporters here, we're human, and hoping that Brian is able to provide information once he's tracked down, to provide information to find this 22-year-old girl safe. I know that there are a lot of people out there who are skeptics, and quite frankly, you can't blame anybody who's a skeptic right now. That as far as Gabby Petito, but just I'm gonna try. And I know that people out there hopefully are nodding their head in agreement, just trying to maintain even a shred of hope that Gabby is found alive here. Diana, thanks a lot for your comment here. Let's get to Bry Wheatley. Hey there, Bry. Hashtag HJB. If the family requested law enforcement / the FBI, I'm wondering if the family is worried that he was there and then left without anyone knowing. Now they are reporting him missing. So let's go over the situation here. And this is from Northport Police on Twitter. They said that the Laundrie family earlier today, requested law enforcement at their home. The major 180 from where we were even just earlier today and this afternoon. The Laundrie family wanted Gabby, the Laundrie family wanted law enforcement to come to their home, and now we know why. Brian's missing. Now, it's a parent's instincts to protect their child. So there's two scenarios here, and there's only two scenarios here. Let's focus on Brian Laundrie's parents here for a second. There's only two scenarios. They know where Brian is, or they don't know where Brian is. Now, I've had some comments here in previous days saying that, parents who have been commenting at me saying I would do anything to protect my child. I think a lot of parents who are joining us here on the stream would echo that. I would do anything to protect my child. So, again, two scenarios here. Brian Laundrie's parents know where Brian is, or they don't. They know where Brian is, and they don't want to reveal it because they're trying to protect their child, or they don't know, and they're extremely worried about what happens next. I think really in either outcome, they're extremely worried about what happens next. But you understand what I'm getting at here. Laundrie's parents now are completely enveloped in this story. They were already, but this is now directly with them, as far as them being here. And you would hope that it's the latter. You would hope that what they were doing when they hired the attorney, when they hired Stephen Bertolino from New York to represent Brian, or when they brought in, whether they hired him or not, it was pro bono, when they brought in Stephen Bertolino to represent Brian, that they were doing it with Brian's best interests in mind. We've had every attorney on here, and every attorney has said on our air, on WFLA, that this is what you do. You protect your client. You invoke the Constitution is there for a reason. It protects you, and invoking, you can't be mad at the attorney for invoking a constitutional right. That's the right that all of us share. You're no different than Brian in this one respect, in that you have the same rights that he does as an American citizen. So you can't be mad at the attorney for representing him and giving him the best legal advice and the best legal counsel possible. But here we are now, and Brian is missing. And so the parents that brought on this attorney, the attorney who made this decision to, of course, and the attorney making the decision, I'm sure, with his client in mind, making the decision to invoke their constitutional right to not speak, the attorney is doing, what he must. But now the parents' involvement now is directly part of this story, directly part of it. And we don't know whether Brian's disappearance is something that the parents knew about or didn't know about. And that's going to be a matter of speculation, and already is here. I see the comments coming in here. people speculating that, did the parents know that Brian was going to go off the grid? Because he's off the grid. Do you know how hard it is to go off the grid? Can we talk about that for 1 second? Do you know how hard it is to escape authorities when they know where you are? When you have the Federal Bureau of Investigation on you, you have multiple agencies, the feds, you have your local police on top of you, and they know exactly where you are. And in today's day and age where we have a million ways to track somebody's whereabouts, how difficult it is to elude them.